Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So let's talk about Chris Bosh. His mom is named a suspect in drug trafficking sting. That does not make any sense at all. Her son is an NBA player. He's worth millions of dollars. He done made millions of dollars. So what is going on? It says the house is owned by Chris Bosh, basically, and it says a house was target and the police did a drug traffic raid on the house, basically, and they found some drug paraphernalia in Texas. And the police department is saying that the house was raided early morning Friday, whatever, with a search warrant, and basically the house has been targeted, and it's been an investigation. Basically, Chris Bosh's mom, Frida Bosh, who alleged lives in the home, and basically her son owns a home or whatever, but they're saying that they found evidence. The DP details a bunch of evidence was seized from the home, a large amount of drug paraphernalia, and was recovered consistent with narcotics trafficking. But that don't make any sense. Nobody was arrested, but you found drugs. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to say his mom was involved in this thing, unless the mom got some people living in and out that house or whatever. So basically they're saying that the official believe that it was crack cocaine and heroin being trafficked throughout the home or whatever, but nobody was arrested. It doesn't make any sense. Like, if there was real drugs, don't you think Chris Bosh's mother, Frida Bosh, would have been arrested because she was there at the home at that time? So basically, maybe there's some other people that probably live in and out that house that they're investigating, but it doesn't make any sense to put Chris Bosh's name and his mother Bosh's name and the public and saying that house is targeted. If you found drug paraphernalia, that means somebody's using some narcotics. That means maybe they have a scale in the house or something that they probably measure when they buy drugs or whatever. But like, where's the keys? Where's the pound? Where's the underground trafficking? Where's the underground tunnels? It don't make any sense to drag his mother's name down in the mud for this. This don't make no sense at all. And nobody's arrested, but yet you're going to put this story out there like these people are selling and dealing drugs, they're trafficking drugs. Why do he need to traffic drugs when he's in the NBA? He's a free agent. He might be able to play somewhere. He might play in the Olympics. He might play overseas or whatever. So why are you going to drag his mom name in the dirt and you're going to drag his name in the dirt? Don't make no sense for the police officials to do this, because they probably found residue of drugs and basically trying to say this is a big sting. They've been trafficking drugs. Somebody in that household probably has a drug problem and has been buying drugs, and whoever they've been buying drugs from was probably selling them a small amount, like a $20 amount, maybe an ounce amount of drugs or whatever, and they was actually being targeted. And so to make it a big news story, act like they doing something, they don't bring Chris Bosh's mom name in the mix. But still, you shouldn't be having like crack cocaine or heroin up in your house. Like, somebody out here got a drug problem in the house. Please, Chris Bosh, put them in a rehab center, put them somewhere, like get them some help, because this is just bad. This is just terrible, trying to throw dirt on your name. And he's probably trying to get signed or whatever, but we know Chris Bosh has had some injuries. He didn't have blood clogs. They also saying that he had a staph infection, but that wasn't confirmed when I was looking for it. And then, not in recent years, he did have a massage therapist, came to his house to give a massage or whatever, masseuse therapist to give, massages or whatever. And she ended up fainting, passing out and dying. I hope it had nothing to do with this drug allegation they have going on with them. But it seems like they trying to throw dirt on the name, and the police department wanted to do, some press, get on TV, get behind the microphone, have flash like they did something, but they ain't arrest nobody. Nobody went to jail, and they collected a scale and some residue, some crumbs around the house, because if that was the case, they would have been arresting everybody if this was actually true, But speaking of drugs, we hear about DMX. DMX is actually in rehab and everything, and the judge is actually working with DMX. He's supposed to have a show, I believe, in New Jersey. I'm not sure, but I'm so glad to hear that DMX is in rehab, like for real, to hear that he's in rehab and he's getting the help that he needs, and hopefully he doesn't go to jail for tax fraud or not paying his taxes, because he has a drug problem. He has a real drug problem, and he's trying to get back on his feet and he's trying to get better. And actually, actually, the judge ordered for a drug counselor to travel with DMX to keep him on the straight and a narrow path, because, DMX suffered from a lot of different things, a lot of trauma that has happened to him in his childhood, and then abuse and all that other good stuff, getting robbed, getting ripped off in the music business, having a bunch of kids that he did try to take care of. But how can he actually do that when his mind ain't right? And plus, he alleged has a substance abuse problem. But it's just like, damn, I'm so glad that he is getting help, and maybe he can build the relationships back with his son. That'll be so wonderful and so sweet. And if actually he can get off drugs, put some more music out here, because I do like DMX. I think he's a great artist. I think he's a great person as well. I think he's been through a lot of traumatic situations that really hurt him deeply and profoundly, that he turned to drugs for help to get away from them demons. Even though he does believe in God and all that other good stuff, sometimes people seek help in other different ways. But kudos to DMX, and kudos to the system actually really trying to help DMX. Well, I guess, they're giving him a travel pass because he needs to pay them taxes so he don't get locked up, pay the government, so I just wish DMX the best. I have done a lot of videos on DMX because, his music is really powerful, and he does say a lot of powerful things. But with his with his behaviors out here lately, and people, talking about him and his drug abuse, and him and his wife breaking up, and him being on Fix My Life and things like that, was just really a bad look for him. But it seems like he's really trying to get help, and actually the system believes in him, believes that he can make money, believes that he can get this help. So I hope he really does get this help, and I hope it does work out for DMX. And I hope when they find out that Chris Bosh and his mother Frida Bosh has nothing to do with any drugs, they release a statement saying that they had nothing to do with it, because don't be throwing dirt on their name for no reason at all, especially when nobody was arrested. And they said they found so much paraphernalia that it made them to believe that they was trafficking drugs, they were trafficking heroin and crack cocaine, and then arrest somebody. But no, it's not true. Even though some people say Chris Bosh alleged looks like he does drugs, but how can he do drugs when he's an athlete? We know he suffered from a lot of different injuries and illness. But anyways, peace, one love, I'm out.